So real quick housekeeping before we get started. Up in the top right, if you're watching this on video, we've had this little date timestamp here, and hopefully by next session, but at some point in the near future, I added the RV button to temporarily give Iris's RV a home. But eventually this button that's just in Blar Harbor, I'm going to relocate it up here. And then if you guys have an urge to travel to the RV, we can just pop into that map real quick.
Oh, solid.
So I think it'll be more relevant as we go on, but I didn't have time to do a bunch of GUI work, so I just slapped it in the Blar Harbor map. All right, let me move my mouse out of here and welcome everyone back to the Reflection game. It is our first night in Blar Harbor. Can anyone tell me what happened last week?
We're going camping. Sorry, that's spoilers for this episode.
That is spoilers for this episode.
Last episode, we recorded 2 episodes at once, so I might get a little bit of the last 2 episodes, but hey, for the people at home, that's a double refresher, honestly. So, last episode, I think, we went to investigate, I forget her name, but Cosmo went to go convince the stoner girl to go buy all of the meat that she placed in order for
Sally Simmons.
Even Sally. I thought you said salad for a second, and I was like, holy shit, she's a vegetarian named Salad?
Her name should have been
incredible.
Salad.
She wasn't supposed to be a vegetarian. That wasn't...
Well, now she's a vegetarian, and we're changing her name, and her name is Salad. So Salad was convinced by Cosmo to go buy all of the meat. And so they went and did that, and at the same time, Chris and Iris went to go investigate Bosco and the little Italian man.
And not Mario.
His name is Giuseppe, I think.
It
Please
is
say I'm
Giuseppe.
right.
Giuseppe
Oh,
Romano.
yeah, baby.
Yep.
Wow.
Giuseppe Romano and Bosco. And so we go and we get fried critters because that's their specialty. You scoop them up in a bucket by yourself, and then you bring them to Bosco, and they cook them. So we got our cooked little fried things, and we ate them. And as we were doing that, we theorized, and we giving Giuseppe a West Coast CPR treatment.
Yep.
While Iris went and had a conversation with Bosco. It was a very one-sided conversation because I think they're mute, but that's life. You work with what's happening. It definitely wasn't them, but we managed to convince John Ice Cream to show us his CCTV footage because Cosmo did get Salad to go pick up her meat order, or at least confirm that she's going to pick it up so that he can put it back together because it was a lot of money. It was $1,000 worth of meat. Mm-hmm. So they go back, and we all see, well, not all of us, but Cosmo and Iris absolutely secretly record the CCTV footage, and it very clearly is Bosco on the footage, which is kind of peculiar. So we're gonna figure that out. We also heard a rumor that something is happening at the campground tonight from the other party that we ran into that is part of the Reflection game.
Yep, Team Tulips. So I think that's a pretty good summary. You guys are heading to camp. Camp doesn't have a name. That's one of I'm picking a few places every adventure that just people or things that don't have names. Camp is one of them. What's the name of the camp?
Camp.
Camp.
No,
Wait, no, Camp's a thing.
No, that's a
What do you
thing
mean,
already.
No, it's your fault for not naming it.
We can't use Camp.
Yeah,
Campground.
Campground. The name of the
I kind of love that.
is Campground.
Campground.
It's campground.
Okay, you guys head to the campgrounds.
Good.
Let me transition there. All right, so you guys haven't seen campground before, but there are a few buildings as you guys drive up to campground, and you see there's a few cars that are all heading deeper into the woods, and there's this young person. They have this short purple hair, and they're dressed in a ranger uniform with a pair of gloves and some nice outdoorsy boots, waiting for you as you pull up. Both of you, because Iris and Chris are together in the RV, and Cosmo is driving separately.
I think you're wrong. I think Chris went into the car this time.
Oh, that's right. Actually, Chris is with me.
Okay.
So Chris came with Cosmo.
So Iris, you see this young person, and they motion for you to roll your window down.
I do that.
They say, hey, welcome to Campground. My name is I'm Astro McStevens.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, thank you. Do you what's your business out here on this evening?
Well, we were talking to some friends earlier. Me and the car behind me, because they have their own car. We were talking to some friends earlier, and we were informed that there was going to be something fun happening at camp tonight, and we were going to meet up with them.
Yeah, the Wooden Palace is putting on a big fundraiser for the Scarlet family. I don't know if you saw the burned down house.
Oh, yeah, I did. That's unfortunate.
It is, yeah. So they're doing a big fundraiser and a little show. So it's nice to it'd be great to support them. Yeah, absolutely. What you're gonna want to do is follow the path down, stay to the left at the fork, and you'll see a parking lot, and then it's just a short trek to the Camphitheater.
Sweet. Okay, thanks so much. It's
Yeah.
the Camphitheater.
The Camphitheater, yeah. And I'll be there. So enjoy the show.
Thanks so much. What did you say your name was again?
Astro.
Okay. All right. I'll try to remember that.
It's okay
I'm
if you
usually
don't.
pretty good. No, I'm going to remember it. Don't even worry. I'm going to remember it. I haven't been doing a voice. I'm going to remember it. That's
Okay.
not the voice.
Awesome. You I guess I should ask while you're here, are you do you plan on camping here for the evening?
Is there like a proper place to park for that?
Yeah, at Campground, we have plenty of spots, and we're not quite in season yet. Still got another month or two, so there's plenty of openings here if you're interested in staying. Just $25 a night.
Sure. I'm not certain if we're going to stay here tonight yet. But if we do, is there somewhere I can find you to pay that?
I'll be around in the area.
Okay. Sweet.
Great, enjoy the show. And she waves you on.
I wave as I drive away.
Cosmo and Chris, if you guys want to have a conversation with Astro, that's fine too. Or we can just move ahead because I'm sure you're going to get the same spiel.
Kind of want to have a conversation with Astro, but I kind of want to skip over as soon as we get to the talking about what Iris just discussed part.
Okay, sure. So you also roll down the window, and Astro says, well, hey there. Your friend let me know you guys are heading to Camphitheater.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so. Do we need to park anywhere specific, or...
Well, I already told your friend, and you just told me you don't want to repeat the information. So you've been given this information already, transferring it into your mind.
Wow, thanks for the parking information. Anyway, I'm Cosmo. We don't have to have like a parking seat or anything, right?
No, we're not quite busy enough for like anything official. I'm just trying to direct traffic out there.
Oh, all right. They leave.
Okay.
I was waiting for them to introduce themselves. They didn't, and Cosmo was not going to ask.
Great. Fantastic. Well, you all travel deep into the woods, and sure enough, you find the parking lot, and we're going to move over to the Camphitheater.
That looks like a clam. That man looks like...
Yeah,
that is a clam if I've ever seen one.
There's quite a lot going on here as you all approach. So let me kind of break this down for you. There are a good number of people in attendance at this gathering. Some of them you recognize. Giuseppe's here. John Ice Cream is here. Sally and Sally, Sassy, Grenda. You also see Kitty Scarlet standing next to a kind of dopey looking man with this blonde hair and a purple robe. Eloise doesn't seem to be with the family. And there's a handful of other people that you don't seem to recognize. Astro is talking to Sally and a young individual with this kind of curly black hair, also wearing a purple robe. And Astro says, Percy, is Stone coming? And the man referred to as Percy says, I have no idea. They've been calling me like off the hook, and I've been busy. I haven't answered. I don't know what they want. But I assume they're over at the hotel still. I don't know. I've heard a lot of people are having trouble finding it. Now, gathered in the center of this round amphitheater are two individuals who you have not had the pleasure of meeting. One of them is a young woman with long black hair, and these bright eyes, wearing a thick scarf around the lower half of her face, and this kind of portly man who I don't even quite know how to describe him. He has like very receded hair, a little top hat, and a nice suit with like a big old mustache.
He's clam-like.
He is clam-like, actually. He is clam-like. His head is very clam-like. These two individuals are running around, setting up for something. And as you all approach, and I don't know where you'd like to kind of situate yourselves in this crowd of people.
Probably off to the side.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Iris and Chris's direction, basically.
Or like maybe towards the back. I feel like everyone would be closer to like the forward center, just behind everyone.
Yeah, okay. So you guys kind of silently make your way into the back. And as you're getting settled, something about this place is really rubbing you the wrong way.
It reminds that weird dream.
Do you know why it reminds you of that weird dream?
The shape.
It was also a amphitheater.
It's like on the screen.
Yes, that's very good, actually. The theater was displaying a kind of overhead perspective of this very theater with a strange green eye in the center. So, Iris, you remember this information as you approach. I don't know if you would like to relay it to your friends.
Guessing probably it is brought up as like this looks like the place from the dream?
What?
I don't like that. That doesn't...
On the screen, remember?
Oh. This is so creepy. Should we leave?
I'm just gonna...
Chris sits down.
I'm gonna sit maybe closer to the edge, and I sit down in the back as I intended, but like maybe closer to the exit than I originally was intending.
Are there fire escapes in this amphitheater?
Yeah.
Everywhere is a fire escape.
If you look to your left, right, east, west, north, south, you'll notice 360 degrees of fire escapes.
Chris is sitting right next to the fire escape.
That's good. Yeah, absolutely. The other thing that I'd like to point out from this spectacle is there is a very uncomfortable air. Everyone is kind of making idle chit-chat, all of the townspeople, but they're also exchanging looks with others around them. Very tense, kind of like back and forth side-eye between residents.
Bombastic side-eye?
Bombastic side-eye. Yes. Sweet reference, Beth. Excellent reference. Are you okay?
Yeah, my leg fell asleep and it's doing that thing where any amount of movement is uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome.
Yep. It's a good feeling. I'm going to give that status effect to Cosmo too, temporarily. So I hope you guys don't need to run anywhere.
Cosmo's like,
before we do anything crazy, can I take a picture of the middle just because I do that sometimes?
So are you like from your seat, or are you going to walk up to the middle?
I mean, like from my seat. I'm trying to get like a wide angle, trying to get it all.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So you take a wide angle shot of the stage in this sort of strange centerpiece that is vaguely fountain shaped, but doesn't appear to have any mechanism for water to flow. And so after a few minutes of this kind of weird tenseness and these awkward conversations, the clam man goes, ahem, ahem. Thank you everyone for coming to the Wooden Theater's presentation of Oily Greg, the musical. Unfortunately, we were not able to secure the rights to the musical, and so we're kind of just gonna tell the story of Oily Greg. So sorry. about that, as many of you know, my name is Barnabas Bartleby, and this is my assistant, Josephine. Josephine, would you wave to everyone? And the young woman in the scarf gives a sort of timid wave. And the man who's addressed himself as Barnabas Bartleby says, "Now, we are here today for a very important reason, and that's because one of our own has suffered a grave misfortune. Now, we're here to honor and recognize the terrible tragedy that has happened to Bartley and Kitty Scarlet on account of their house burning down. So, proceeds, if you find it in your heart to donate a little bit to their cause, rebuilding their house and their lives, we'll be passing around a bucket for donations. And I would just like to say that I know things in this town are a little tense right now. But what brings Blar Harbor together is family and unity and mannequins, which is why your ticket tonight will get you 20% off a mannequin, a wooden mannequin from the Wooden Palace. So come on down and buy a mannequin if you need a mannequin." Mark, I see you like shaking your head.
Chris is like
disgust.
shaking his head vigorously in the crowd.
Barnabas either does not notice or does not pay your clear disgust any mind. And says, "Without further ado, I'd like to present The Tale of Oily Greg the Musical, minus the musical." And the lights dim, and the two of them, Barnabas and Josephine, like scuttle off to the sides and are like hurrying with lightning speed to wheel wooden mannequins onto the stage. And in the same sort of like lightning quick time, they are posing them as the lights come back on. And these two mannequins, they didn't do a very good job. They're basically T-posing on the stage. And from off on the side, Barnabas starts going, "It was 1632, and no one lived in the area known as Blar Harbor." You guys can't hear jack fucking shit. This guy's microphone is very clearly busted. You are in an open stadium. There is no traveling of this sound. And your minds very quickly wander away from, what is that? I know who did. What is that last word?
It.
I know who did it. Fantastic. So you're all just kind of like watching these two mannequins on stage as Barnabas tries his best to shout out some sort of like strange lore. Sally eventually is past a bright red bucket, and she turns around to the three of you and is like, "Oh my god, it's my favorite people. Sure, you made me spend $1,000 on meat, but you guys are all right in my book. What's going on? Glad you could make it."
Hello. Yeah. Cool. Woodland performance.
Yeah.
But I can't hear it all.
Oh, I can't hear diddly squat. Oh, do you I know you guys aren't really from around here, but and she passes you the red bucket for donations.
Cosmo puts $20 in it. I'll make a note of. Looks.
I visually pat myself down for a moment, and then out of one of the many pockets that I possess, I pull out a 20 that I also contribute.
Chris like pulls out kind of like a ripped, soggy. We don't know why it's soggy, but it's kind of ripped and soggy. He's just gonna throw it in.
Okay, you throw your nasty bill in the bucket, kind of like slops down to the bottom.
The Zook business is nasty. Like there's no controlling where the Zook juice goes.
No, it's no joke.
Say, it's just a West Coast feature that money is just a little bit more wet and suspicious looking.
Chris is bringing these West Coast traditions over here.
I'm so glad that you're bringing all of these West Coast traditions into this East Coast story. It adds to the diversity quite nicely. Now, I will, in the interest of time and moving things along, I will allow you, if you want, to roll listen, and I'll give you a breakdown of the Oily Greg story if you want. You can also completely ignore everything else that's kind of going on, and that's totally acceptable as well.
Iris does not care that much.
Okay, the Cryptid Hunter doesn't care about the deepest cryptid lore.
Cosmo's very.
Oh, hold on. If it's deep cryptid lore, actually, yeah.
It is. It's the legend of Oily Greg, the town's like legendary cryptid.
Oh.
Cosmo is deeply curious and also doesn't like when they can't hear. So, listening powers activate.
Yeah, I did put listen into Chris's skills, so I do have to use it, and I did succeed.
This
Fantastic.
is the worst fucking day of my life.
Did you not listen?
I got a critical success. What a waste
To
of a critical
listen,
success.
you were like, wow, I am so immersed.
Cosmo just like tilts their head to the side and they're like repeating word for word what this man is saying as it comes out of his mouth.
Cosmo,
I got a normal success.
All right, so here's how we're gonna set this up. Cosmo, despite your best intentions to not give a fuck, you find yourself hyper fixating on Barnabas's story, and Chris and Iris, you can't really hear it that well, but Cosmo is like literally word for word repeating everything this man is saying. And so to kind of summarize, the land around Blar Harbor was not developed. It was complete wildlife, and part of that was because of its proximity to Acadia and the natural beauty of the area. But the area was also like allegedly deeply cursed. And the first settlers like went missing and lost their minds. It was sort of a hot mess because of this being known as Oily Greg, who is this like icky, nasty little beast man who doesn't like settlers. But when Bar Harbor went kaput, they had to move the town somewhere, and so they decided to embrace the legend rather than, you know, let old superstition from 200 years ago kind of dictate what they were doing in the area. And so this literally, my 2-minute summary takes 45 minutes. I mean, it is just atrocious. There's like a dance break that they try to do, and they're just like moving mannequin feet like back and forth, up and down. You're all writing furiously. What could you possibly be writing right now?
This is deep lore. Come on.
I wrote, Oily Greg is nasty, town moved.
I wrote local area deeply cursed, in parentheses, haunted by Oily Greg, another point. But with Bar Harbor gone, they gave the fuck up and embraced Oily Greg.
They gave the fuck up. They sure did. At the end, horrifyingly, similar to what is it, Alien, where the fucking alien bursts out of the chest?
Yeah?
Coupons to the Wooden Palace burst out of the mannequin's chest and fly like over the stage and the surrounding area. No one, I don't know about you three, no one else is even touching them.
Riss like does his best to avoid them as they're coming down.
Cosmo is grabbing. They're all 20% off coupons to your first mannequin at the Wooden Palace.
Are they stackable?
I was just gonna say, can I take a look and see if they're stackable?
You don't see any indication on the coupon one way or the other if it's stackable or not.
I turn to Iris and I say, these are entirely stackable. If it doesn't specify that they aren't, it means that they are.
I'm taking as many as I can fit in any of my pockets.
Cosmo's shoving them into their shirt.
Jesus.
Do you not have pockets?
Cosmo's like, no, I'm wearing girl pants today, and you know how to get no pockets in these things.
Just buy boy pants.
I do have boy pants. I have so many boy pants, but I only brought my girl pants.
Why didn't you bring your boy pants? What the heck?
I know. I
only deep those pockets are.
I know. I can fit at least like 4 of my phones in there when I have my boy pants on, but right now I'm just wearing the girl pants. These make my butt look good.
I mean, you can borrow some of my boy pants.
Thank you. I promise to wash them afterwards.
Oh, that's fine. Whatever.
Great.
Anyways,
Uh,
stuffing these coupons in my pocket.
Yeah, you guys are
We're
stuffing
just like-
coupons. Barnabas and Josephine come back up, and Barnabas kind of he seems like a very eccentric man, but he very gently takes the bucket of donations and passes it to Kitty Scarlet politely, who accepts it, and she looks very happy to have received, you know, kind of these donations from the townspeople and even the tourists. So the place is starting to clear out a little bit now. Some of the townspeople are wavering. I don't know if you'd like to have conversations with any of them, but otherwise we'll move on.
I can see John Ice Cream's here. I can assume John Meat is also here. I don't know Sad Stripe Man, and I don't know Grumpy Lady. There's Bartleby, Kitty Scarlet's husband, Kitty Scarlet, Grenda Sassy, Astro Sally, mysterious person over there. Juliet? No. Give me a
Giuseppe?
second. No, I mean, I know Giuseppe. I'm ignoring him because I don't like him.
Oh, Josephine.
Yeah,
Josephine.
Josephine, and then purple attire person at the end
Was
of the...
introduced briefly as Percy.
Percy, that's what it was. That's who I missed. Percy, and of course, Barnabas Bartleby, the clam man who owns the Wooden Palace, who was definitively the man who did this. And I know exactly how, and I'm like relaying this to Iris as we're like pondering everybody. Cosmo's like, yeah, so actually, I'm like 99% sure that guy over there is behind it. Because I just have this weird feeling that the mannequins are the ones doing this shit.
You know, I'm fully behind you, and I will support you on that because our good friend at the Clam Shack, that's not what it's called, but our good friend Bosco did not seem like they were the arson-inclined type person.
It's just really strange because when I was talking to Sally, and I can't speak for Bosco's vibe, but when I was speaking to Sally and trying to convince her to pony up on her $1,000 of meat, she's a vegetarian, and while she might partake in the aromatics, I don't think that's gonna make you order $1,000 worth of meat at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And they flip through their little notebook and they're like, so you know what I found interesting? That at 3:29 in the morning is when Bosco burnt down the Scarlet House. Just a weird little thing I noted. So yeah, I don't know. I don't like the clam man.
I support you. He's got weird vibes.
He does have weird vibes.
Your disgust in the eccentric clam man has been noted. Are there any NPCs you guys would like to talk to as they're clearing out?
You know what? Yeah. Cosmo straightens themselves up, dust off their shirt that's full of coupons, and goes, I'm taking the prerogative. I'm gonna go talk to Joseph. Please, if I give you a strangled look, immediately rescue me.
Okay,
Great.
have fun.
You approach the scarved woman, Josephine, and she turns to you as you walk up, and she says, "Hello."
Hello, salutation. I'm Cosmo.
Okay.
You're Josephine, right?
Yes.
You work at the Wooden Palace?
Yes.
Can I ask you how that is?
Oh, well, it's not exactly my first choice of a job, if that's what you're asking. But Mr. Bartleby treats me quite well, and it's interesting work. There's no denying that.
Okay, it's not like, I apologize if this seems strange. It's not like magical, right? Your mannequins aren't haunted or cursed or doing evil things.
She sighs at your question, and she says, "The only thing magical are our prices, and yes, I am paid to say that."
Fair. So, you've never seen anything strange.
Like a mannequin moving around on its own?
No, like at 3 a.m.
No, I can't say I have.
Can I roll to see if she's telling the truth? Can
Sure,
I roll,
yeah.
Insight or something?
Well, that's not in
probably.
this game.
Keep forgetting.
You can roll psychology.
All right. That's a normal ass roll for Lee. Oh, I failed.
Great. Okay. Yeah, she kind of gives you a weird glazed look. and is like, nope, have not seen anything strange with the mannequins. And she kind of eyes your shirt, which is just bulging with coupons. And she says, oh, I take it you're interested in obtaining a mannequin.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. I really like mannequins, and I definitely just wanted to inquire as to their cursed nature before
You-
my intentional purchase.
You like mannequins?
Yeah.
Wow, you're like one of the first people who's ever said that, ever, period.
Excuse me. Cosmo shrugs and says, "Well, I'm a bit strange, so."
Okay. And she turns away from you.
Yeah, Cosmo like walks away over to the group, and Cosmo goes, "That didn't go very well, at all."
Really? I thought it looked fine.
Cosmo gives you one of those like shoulder grips, like a friendly one, but she like grips your shoulder and goes, "I appreciate that, but it did not go very well."
Okay. Well.
Iris, Chris, anyone you'd like to talk to?
Purple robe person between Giuseppe and
Percy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys going to go up to Percy, both of you?
Well, I am.
I'm just
Chris?
gonna follow Iris, but I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, okay, we're following, but not saying anything.
Well,
you
We're
can-
groupies.
I just I was gonna say Cosmo's like done interacting now, so
Yeah, well, Chris is too. Like, I'm not. He's just trying to avoid the mannequin coupon.
fair.
That is so fair. All right, Iris, you approach Percy, who turns to you. He says, "Oh, hello."
Hi. So your name's. Sorry, what was your name again?
Percy Fitzsimmons.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you. I couldn't help but notice that you're wearing the same robes as that gentleman over there.
Oh, the Church of Cash Money Danger McStinky robes? Yeah. We're
Oh,
both members.
Okay. I forgot that they have like a uniform or something.
Yeah, just sort of like a purple robe.
Okay. Well, that's cool. So you like volunteer there? Work there?
Yeah, I work there. They helped me out when I was a kid, so sort of just trying to return the favor.
Cool. I mean, this is gonna sound weird, and I'm sorry, but I'm an investigative journalist, so it's like kind of what I do just to be nosy about things. And like, we're trying to help out the Scarlet family with like seeing if we can't just sniff around a bit and see if we can find anything. It's nothing like official. It's just like off the books, like seeing if we can help because like the house was burnt down. Has anyone like been weird towards them lately?
Towards the Scarlet family?
Yeah, or like I guess either him or his family.
Not that I really know of. I mean, to be honest with you, I try to stay in my own lane, and I got my own stuff going on. So
That's so
Lord
fair.
knows if there's anything going on with them besides the whole house burning down thing.
Okay. Any like weird people being weird about the church lately either?
Well, there's Rick,
Go on.
sick Rick. You know,
I-
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm new in town. Can you elaborate more on what Sick Rick does?
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah, it's Sick Rick's boat rental. He invented his own currency called Rick Coin, which you need to use to rent the boats. So I bought some, and when I came back, I couldn't use them anymore. He said I'd cashed them in, but I never did. It's like I spent a lot of money on that, and this dude's trying to screw me over on my purchases. So I don't know what his beef is with me, but I'm trying to get my money back right now.
Okay. And has anyone else had weird problems like that lately? Like someone says that that another person did something that they never did?
Percy kind of like looks away from you, and Iris, you follow their eyes, and you're reminded of that kind of weird tension that was everywhere before the show started.
Can I interject one question very fast?
Do you say that? Is that what you
Uh,
say?
No, sorry. I know this is mostly more Iris's scene, so I was just sort of asking if I can poke my head out. Um, while this like awkward tension is happening, Cosmo pokes their head forward a little and goes, "Pardon me, but are you related to Sally by chance?"
No, I get that a lot. It's Sally Simmons. I'm Percy Fitzsimmons.
Okay, I haven't listened to you, Max. I have notes from last Monday that Sally was Sally Fitzsimmons. So.
Oh, well then I'm related. I was trying to separate them, but I forgot whose last name was whose. Yes, we're half siblings.
Oh, okay.
Sorry I lied to you. That's my bad. It's been a long night.
Cosmo's like, I do that all the time. Don't worry about it.
Did their gaze go anywhere specific?
Did who did the what?
Percy, did their gaze go anywhere like specific, or was it just
No.
kind of like a 1,000-yard stare type deal?
It just kind of glanced over the townspeople.
Noted.
Yeah. Percy says, if you don't know Sick Rick, that's the gentleman standing next to John Ice Cream over there. And your gaze turns towards the man in kind of this purple, what looks like a captain's outfit with this kind of long beard. He actually looks pretty similar to John Ice Cream, but he doesn't have glasses, and he's in purple instead of pink.
He's a more Chad like
He's a
John
more
Ice
Chad
Cream.
like John Ice Cream.
Chad Ice Cream.
Chad Ice No, not Chad Ice Cream. Do not call Sick Rick Chad Ice Cream.
I'm putting
Sick
it in the
ice
notes.
cream.
I'm putting it in the notes.
Sick
Chad Ice Cream. Chad Ice Cream, the Sick Rick.
Percy says, well, it was nice to meet you. Sorry if you dropped your name. I don't remember.
Oh, I didn't. I walk away.
As Iris is walking away, and assumedly Chris is too, is Chris following Iris?
Yeah.
Cosmo's still standing there with their notebook out. And as Percy's like maybe awkwardly like trying to leave, Cosmo's like, now, did Sick Rick tell you at what time he thought that you had cashed in your Rick coin? Was there like a time frame?
No.
No, he just said you did
Was a
it?
dick? Yeah, he was just a dick. Yeah.
Noted. Okay. That Cosmo also wanders off.
Okay. Any other business before we wrap up the scene?
Sick Rick.
You guys are
Yeah.
going over to Sick Rick right now?
Oh yeah. Let's
Oh, yeah,
start
like,
talking
right in
about
front of-
Boatcoin.
In front of Percy, we just go from Percy to
Sick Rick watches us go directly to Percy and then directly to him.
Charges at him.
All right. The three of you charge at this man, and he stands up and he says, well, hey there, kids.
Oh.
Hey.
Hello, Sick Rick.
Hey, finally, some brand recognizability.
We just, Chris like
Don't
walks
say
away.
another word.
Chris
know.
is gone.
All right, Chris,
Scott.
you walk away. He turns to Cosmo and Iris and he says, I know why you two are here.
Before you pitch at me, I have one question.
Okay?
Does the Rick coin have timestamps for when you buy it or cash it out?
Well, yeah, of course. It's all saved in the database.
I have a question.
I have a
too.
second question.
What? Okay.
The second question is, do you know what time Percy's coin was cashed out? I'm not invested in it, so I don't care about getting it back for them. I just want to know when it happened.
No, I don't know, okay? He comes up to me with his Sick Rick Rick coin card. I swiped it at the thing. It was invalid. He cashed them all out, okay? It's very simple. Now, listen.
When did
You
you cash
store
them
your-
all out?
I don't
You
know.
Wait.
That's what
Rick,
that is what my friend here just asked you. If you have the
I-
means to track your own product.
Well, of course I can track my own product, but I'm a very busy man.
Well, no one's going to want to buy your product if you can't help back them up when they get scammed out of something.
I don't think Percy was scammed, okay? I'm sure
No,
they
but what
just
if it was
forgot.
identity fraud?
So your
Identity?
specific. This town is small, and I'm assuming you don't have. And pardon me for this. I know it's quite rude. A huge line of customers. You're on a familiar first name basis with most of these people in this town, and you don't particularly recall when Percy may or may not have cashed in their coins. Only that their card indicated that they had. Is that correct?
All right. you guys are clearly trying to help your friend Percy out.
I've never met Percy before today. I'm not invested in getting the money back. I just want to know what time it happened.
I can
agree with
tell
that statement.
you all want to help your best friend, Percy Fitzsimmons, out. And I love that. I really do. That is awesome. And furthermore, I would be very interested in helping the three of you out. If you'd be interested in helping old sick Rick out.
What do you need?
Wait, guys,
What
can
are
we
your
just?
terms and
He just like
conditions?
Chris like pulls them aside and he's like, "Can't we just talk to Percy and like make him look and see what time everything was taken?"
But he
I mean, I
doesn't-
don't think that they're gonna like get any headway with that because it seems like Sick Rick doesn't want to deal with them.
It also seems like Percy doesn't really care to invest more of their time to Sick Rick's shenanigans.
All right. I don't like
But
Sick Rick very much, but I guess we can.
hear me out here. If whatever, even if he wants a specific help that we can do, sure. I think the fastest way to get this gentleman to confirm the information we're looking for, or I guess not, would be to buy something from him. Namely, other than Rick Coin, he does bring people out to the Blunken by the Sea, which is like 15 miles off the coast. So if we just book a tour, if he helps us out, that would probably be the easiest way to go about this.
There's a Blunken in the ocean?
Yeah, it takes like an hour to get there. I almost the first day I got here, I almost went out there, but then the only way to get there is by Sick Rick's boat, and I didn't really want to associate with Sick Rick.
Yeah,
Just
all
based
right.
on we
Sick-
turned back to Rick as a collective.
Okay, the three of you in one swift motion all turn around.
What are
And
your
What are your
terms,
conditions?
Ill Richard?
Well, he completely brushes Ill Richard off and says, I am chartering a ferry out to Blunken by the Sea tomorrow, but we're a few people short on the minimum number required. So if you three want to come along, we can go get some sea salt coffee and go check in on Charlie, who lives out there. And if you do that, and we come back, I'll get you the information on when Percy cashed out their coin.
Okay.
Okay.
How much is your ferry charter per person
Well,
in US dollars?
You're doing me the favor. Come on the tour. Help me get the rest of them to pay for it. We'll be even.
Okay.
There.
What time is your tour tomorrow?
Fantastic. We're going to leave at 11:30. It's down at the docks. Sick Rick's big dick. You can't miss it.
Okay. Sick
Yes.
Rick's big.
We're just
Yeah.
gonna breeze right by that. I'm not.
Just writing it down in the notes.
Yeah.
Just
And
gonna move on with my life.
Cosmo doesn't even like react to that. They're like, Sick Rick's big dick?
Big dick. Sick Rick's big dick.
Large appendage.
Big dick.
Appendage. I go, Lola, make an appointment tomorrow to be at Sick Rick's Big Dick, 11:30 a.m.
I will. Yeah.
Put my
Yeah.
phone away.
You can hear like
Classic Lola.
you hear like a cackling in your pocket.
It's like muffled by the sound of 50 coupons.
Yeah. Well, great to meet the three of you. What are your names so I can put you down?
Cosmo,
Last name?
Astrophel,
Great.
Iris.
Last name?
Lark.
Fantastic. And you, sir?
Chrysanthemum.
You guys are so bad at this last name.
Chris walks away.
We can't even help you with that one because he hasn't even told us yet.
Rick,
I'm 90% certain that his last name is not applicable, so you can just put that in there.
Redacted.
Redacted.
Okay.
Cosmo
yep.
goes, I'm gonna name a cat that. Anyway, oh, excuse me.
Lola went
It's
off.
fine.
The alarm.
It's time to go.
Lola, that was really early.
Sick Rick's big appendage. No, Lola. AM.
AM, Lola.
Lola.
AM.
Just
Oh
still
my
laughing about Big Dick.
Great. So the procession is really clearing out now, and it's time to settle in for your first night in Blar Harbor. Now, there are plenty of options. There's the hotel that you found. There is the campground. There's the street. I'm open to anything. You guys could even spend the night doing some sleuthing and breaking into a building if you wanted to, although you would probably be tired in the morning.
Cosmo turns to you two and goes, I don't know about you, but I'm not paying $25 to camp in these woods with absolutely no equipment to my name, so I'm going to go check out how much the hotel is and if they have any availability.
I can like come with you guys and then just like stay in the parking lot because the RV is sleeping person equipped.
Okay.
So I'm
Chris?
not paying for a hotel.
That's beyond fair. What about you, Chris?
I mean, like, I need a bed to myself and like a room to myself for the night, so I'm gonna do the hotel.
All right, let's here. Why don't I drive Chris and I to the hotel, and then Iris, if there's any issues, we'll meet you out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our plan.
Great.
I'll like
One-
park in the lot. You'll probably be able to find me. It looks like small parking. But if you can't, by some miracle, you can call me.
That's fair. I'm just gonna park my car right next.
Great. So let me move my mouse over here, and we'll head over to what street is this on again? It should be on
Fleet
Blair
Street.
Harbor Ave, actually. Yes,
Street.
there it is. Fleet Street. Okay. The Porcelain Dalmatian
Oh.
Hotel.
Oh,
Hardy Frog
what?
and Morgan.
Yeah, so let me kind of set the scene for you as you walk in. You see Eloise and Kitty Scarlet. They're kind of off in the corner. You see Team Tulip over by the counter, and an absolutely bizarre figure in a frog costume wearing this yellow vest, and their mouth, you can clearly see a pair of humanoid eyes kind of poking out of it. But all of this is nothing compared to the ruckus behind the receptionist desk. This young individual with this kind of almost shoulder-length brown hair, wearing a blue jacket and a red polka dot tie, is holding two phones in their hands and absolutely losing their mind. And as you approach the counter, the conversation goes approximately as follows. Percy, you piece of shit. I can't believe you've done this. I need you to fix this right now. And then in the other phone, ma'am, I know, I'm so sorry. I need you to go to Lola. It's not the Porcelain Dalmatian. It's the Porcelain Dalmatian. Percy, listen to me. You fucked this up for me. You need to fix this. Ma'am, I know, I understand. Your GPS says it can't find it. It's here. It's right on Blair Harbor Ave. And then into the same phone says, fuck off. Fuck off. I am so sick of your nonsense. Ma'am? Oh my god, I meant that in the other phone. Hello? And he angrily hangs up both phones and turns completely frazzled to the three of you and says, can I help you?
Are you good?
Am I good? No, I'm not good. The entire marketing campaign for the hotel is destroyed. If it's not nonsense like what's on the wall behind me, the Porcelain Dalmatian is completely misspelled. No one can find it because Lola has no idea what to look for.
Yeah, why does it say Tatic above
I
you?
don't know. Percy was supposed to, I'm sorry, you probably don't even know who Percy is. Percy was supposed to take care of this, the whole marketing campaign, and completely botched it.
I think we met Percy tonight. We met
Percy. I'm sorry, what is your name?
Stone Porter.
Porter. I say, writing it down audibly.
Are you, please don't call my manager to complain, please. I cannot afford to lose this job.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. Do you have any rooms available this evening?
Oh, do we? Do we? Yes, we have so many cancellations. A standard two twin bed is going to run you approximately $225. We have a $400 deluxe room, and that has 2 rooms with 2 kings, a full kitchen and living area. And then we have the 699, I'm sorry, which is the honeymoon suite, which has the heart-shaped bed and the full hot tub and a beautiful view of the Atlantic Ocean. And they kind of just gaze at you, dumbstruck.
The two king room. Is that like 2 separate rooms?
It's 2 rooms with 2 kings, yes.
But like the kings are in separate rooms?
They're in separate rooms, yes.
And it's $400 for that?
Yes.
And the twin bedroom was $229?
$225 for 2 twin beds, or 1 king bed.
Turn to Chris and I'm like, do you want to split the other room since it's actually cheaper to do that and has a kitchen?
Yeah, let's just do the 400. We'll split it.
And then Iris, if you need any bathroom or the kitchen or something, come in.
Sure, no problem.
All right, we'll be renting your fancy boy room, not your lover boy room, your fancy boy room.
Not the 69 room.
No, not the 69 room.
Don't call it the
Yes.
69 room. It is not the 69 room.
You
It's
said
definite-
that.
I
it's
said it
definitely the-
accidentally. I'm under a lot of pressure.
All right.
I'm sorry that you're marketing it as the 69 room.
That's
It's your own
maybe you should
fault,
change
man.
the price to 700.
Anyway, back to the $400 fancy boy room. That's the one that we would like, please.
One fancy boy room coming up.
Really?
Is Percy like in charge of the signs in this town or something?
No, he's a marketing major, and I thought I could trust him to take care of this.
When did this all occur?
When did this all occur? Well, I didn't see the hotel until this morning.
And by any chance, is Percy denying that they did this?
Well, to be honest with you, I was doing a lot of yelling, but yes, I believe they would be denying this.
Okay. Okay. Stone, you don't want to get in trouble with your manager, right? I'm not threatening you. Let me reiterate. That was not a threat. That was a genuine question to you.
No, I'm not interested in getting in trouble with my manager.
Wonderful. We're poking. We're all investigative journalists, and we're investigating the strange occurrences in this town, including your fucked up sign.
You're investigating
Yes.
the Porcelain Dalmatians marketing campaign?
It's one of several incidents in town. They like pull out a coupon and put it on the counter, and I'm like, by chance, did the Wooden Palace like make the signs for this place? Have
No.
any involvement? No,
Absolutely
they put it
not.
Back. They put it back in their shirt. And they're like, okay.
Those things freak me out, to be honest with you.
Yes. Okay, Stone. Well, we'll chat with you later. Goodbye.
Okay. Hey,
Grabs key and starts leaving.
real quick.
Hmm?
You're not
What?
with Froggy over there, are you?
That's not your mascot.
No. It's not my mascot.
That's not your fun children mascot for the children.
I would not
Yeah.
let that thing anywhere near children.
I thought it was some weird like marketing gimmick with your signs and the frog, misspelling
Yeah.
of the. Yeah.
It hasn't really come over here, so no worries. I'm sure they'll get a room eventually. Okay, well, enjoy your stay at the Porcelain Dalmatian. And,
Okay.
like, the phone starts ringing again, and Stone eyes it like it murdered his mother.
I'll go over to Tulip.
You go over to Team Tulip?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you all go over to Team Tulip?
Chris walks
Yeah.
over to the frog.
Chris, you approach the frog. I'll do that first.
Okay.
The frog stares at you silently.
Hey,
Hello.
what's cool frog suit? What's up with
Suit?
the vest?
What?
Is this? Are you? I'm sorry. Is it not a suit?
This is it's me. I'm Party Frog. What's up, dude?
Oh, you're a frog.
Yeah, man, I'm
Oh,
Party
that's
Frog.
so cool. Oh, okay.
dude.
Listen,
Yeah,
do you like to party?
dude, I love to party, But let me tell you what I love even more than a good party.
Tell me. Tell me.
Recovering my priceless frog amulet, man. All right? I lost my frog amulet, dude. It's somewhere in
Wait.
town.
So why is it so, I mean, I get it's an amulet, but like, what does it do?
Dude, if I'm wearing it,
Mhm.
my party game is enhanced by like 5,000.
And where was, so plus 5,000 party. Where was the last place you had your party frog amulet?
Dude, I don't even remember, to be honest with you, because I kind of partied like here and there and everywhere. What's your name, dude?
Right. Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum. That is an awesome name. Listen, Chrysanthemum.
Thanks. Yep.
Should you ever come across my amulet, I will reward you handsomely.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I find the amulet, I will definitely not keep it for myself. I don't have any value for that.
Sweet, dude. Yeah, man. Great. Super nice to meet you.
Yep. And nice vest. Keep up the partying, Party Frog.
Party Frog pulls at his vest, and you can clearly see like the costume behind it that it's attached to, like move with the
Like
vest.
Zipper T Bunny.
And I
Like-
could like smell this dude's breath. Like he doesn't take that suit off very often to brush his teeth.
No, the smell is absolutely
It was-
horrible.
But he parties. Like that dude, you could tell. He
You
parties.
you can tell. All right, Cosmo and Iris, you approach Team Tulip, and Amanda says, "Well, hey there, it's the newbies."
Hey.
Hello.
Morgan
it
says,
going?
"Morgan says, good. Yeah, no, we went to some place called the Spicy Clam, and we ate
Did
a
you
lot
get
of clam chowder. Yeah,
It's so
mhm.
good, right? It's the best
It's
clam chowder.
Super fucking good. Like,
Oh, sorry, Jupiter punched my door open. Oh, he just left. He got spooked. Sorry
sweet.
about that.
Yeah, no worries. What did you guys like? Find anything?
I give Iris a questioning look, like, is it okay?
I non-committally shrugged my shoulders, and then I say, actually, hold on. When you guys, I'm saying this like kind of hushed so no one else in the lobby can like listen in. When you guys had that dream, what did the thing on the stage look like to you?
Oh, I could never forget. It was the haunted house that we went to, the first quest.
Oh. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Ours was the
Interesting.
You guys been up to the
I clamp
cannery?
my hand over your mouth.
Oh.
Nate
Excuse me a moment.
Nate chimes in and says, "The what?"
Nothing. Hold on. Please hold. Please hold. I hold up one finger directly in his face, and then I walk away with Cosmo for a moment, and I'm like, I think we shouldn't tell them.
Cosmo removes the hand from their mouth that you forgot to remove and goes,
Oh, sorry.
Sweaty. What if something bad happens if we win? These people are the only lead we have onto any actual understanding of what's going on.
I mean, they said that they lost their last one, which was their first one. So, like, I
No,
don't
they
think anything
won.
bad.
They won the last one.
Well, they said that they won the last one, but the other team was fine. And I don't see why they would. I'm going to stop that statement right there and just run it back a little bit. I do see why they would lie about that.
I do as well.
But I don't think we should tell them about the camp theater in case they go sniffing around.
Okay. I was going to mention the people doing things they didn't really want to do, but I wasn't.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
also was not going to bring up specific information we have regarding possibly 3 a.m. and definitively the mannequin.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
But go see if what we found vibes with what they found.
Okay.
like nodding at each other and like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Okay.
And then
Chris-
again, on the exact same moment, they turn and walk back over.
Great. And Chris, I think by this point, if you're interested, you can join your friends post Party Frog conversation.
Chris
Yeah,
rejoining
well-
us exactly as we all rotate and look at this team.
We,
I
we
think is a really
rejoin
good-
as a
Yeah.
collective.
Chris
Chris
is
is
come back
walking
as-
over
you
to us.
come
We
back as-
wrap our arms around his shoulders and we're like, all right, we're back.
Amanda stares in awe at your synchronicity. Says, "Wow, that's cool. You guys been practicing?
No.
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 Wow, nice teamwork. That's awesome."
Thanks.
So, what did you say you found?
Oh, so we've been, and I give Chris like a pointed look when I say this. We've been noticing that some people in town have been reporting that basically someone said that they did something when they didn't actually do it.
Nice. Yeah, town full of liars. That's always good.
Have you guys noticed anything?
Morgan says, "Well, to be honest with you, we didn't do a lot tonight, but our understanding is that the most likely culprit is that Bosco fellow from the Bread Velvet. So we're going to probably just try and get our hands on that security footage, make sure that they get arrested and prosecuted ASAP.
I mean, I've heard that John Ice Cream is kind of a hard ass, so you might have to break in or something.
Amanda just kind of smiles. And Nate says, "Can we please not divulge every lead that we have? Look, you guys are nice and all, but if you want to help with the Bosco thing, we'll be around tomorrow."
A question.
Okay, well, just be aware of the security cameras.
Yeah, we don't pop up on security cameras, buddy.
Oh my god! I forgot! It's been hours since I figured that out, and I already forgot. Don't even worry about the security cameras. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Go beat him up and rob him.
I have a question for you guys. Does technically, I thought you said that it has to be a killing blow?
Yeah.
So are you saying that Bosco murder?
Listen, we'll be around town tomorrow. You have our numbers. We need to make sure that we know what we're doing because the reflection game is no joke. But Bosco's our best lead, and I would be very surprised if there was something else going on. I mean, you have a mad arsonist running around.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily describe one house burning down as arsonist behavior, but to each their own, I guess.
Amanda says, "Yeah, definitely. It's after that third or fourth house that they really start to enter the mad arsonist territory."
I know,
Well-
that's what I'm saying, but this is allegedly only one, and it's just alleged.
Well, it's been real. We're gonna go to bed. But if you guys have anything you want to meet up tomorrow, we'd love to collaborate with you. Toodles! And they all exit stage left.
I turned to
out of here.
I turned to Iris and Chris, and I'm like, not to be that guy, but I really don't really trust him.
I really don't want them to murder Bosco because I kind of like them.
I don't know Bosco because I didn't go with you guys, but I just can't shake the feeling that this is all very too simple. Especially if they knew about the security cameras. Didn't you say that they said that they weren't on them? Or that they just didn't do it? Why would they do that when they definitively have security cameras pointed right at it? And Bosco looked at the game. That had to have been staged. I don't trust it. There's something weird growing up. That's weirder than just the absolutely bananas, bonkers ass shit that we're doing by forcibly investigating this weird ass town.
Well, do you guys want to theorize stuff tonight, or do we want to sleep on it and do some more figuring tomorrow while we're getting ready for Sick Rick's really cool boat adventure?
I want to do something different. At 3 a.m., 4 a.m., I want to go stake out the Wooden Palace. It is right corner.
Okay.
past it. But if I'm right about weird time frame and possibly that, maybe we'll see something.
Okay.
Okay.
And then if it doesn't work, it's only an hour. We go back to sleep. We get up and do the fucking fair.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'll set an alarm for like 2:45, I guess, and text you or something.
Yeah, I have Lola, or I don't say it out loud, but I set an alarm for 2:45
Okay.
Sweet.
in the morning.
In the morning, yes. Good to clarify. All right, so we're just about done here. So Chris and Cosmo, you go up to your super deluxe extra special boy room, it's very, very nice. And you feel like
$400, it better be.
yeah, you feel like you can get a very comfortable night's sleep here. And Iris, you make your way out to the RV, and I'm glad we can use the RV map tonight
Yippee!
that I have.
Yeah,
Oh.
nice.
Ooh, that's a nice RV.
Now, Iris, as you settle in for the night, you begin to dream, and before long, way, way, way quicker than I feel like you're comfortable with, you hear Lolo go, "Wake up! Wake up! It's adventuring time!"
Okay.
And as you sit up, you see a pair of eyes staring at you from the RV. You blink, you're shocked. It must be something, but no, you are not alone in the RV. And let me
God!
describe
No! The
what
child!
you see. You see Eloise Scarlet, but there is something deeply, deeply wrong with this child. Her eyes are bulging with these huge black pupils. Black specks crawl across her face. Her skin looks like a sickly, palish blue color. And it's strange to say and describe, but her hair, her thick black hair, looks heavy. It looks like it weighs down.
Is this oily Greg, Lola? Lola, call Cosmo.
She's pulsing. Get away.
Yeah, she is kind of pulsing.
Listen, everyone in this town pulses.
Yeah, there's a lot of pulsing going on. Well, Iris, you say, "Call Cosmo," and as your phone starts to ring, well, next episode, you're rolling for combat.
Oh.
Iris will punch a child.
No
I'm
problem.
clarifying
man.
that right now. Iris will throw hands with a child.
Fantastic. And that is where we end things for today.
Love
There's
that.
so many notes. There's so many notes. Also,
Yeah, I
I don't
took-
believe for a goddamn second that that's oily Greg. That's not oily Greg.
That's not it.
But her hair looks heavy.
Yes. But maybe this
Just
is just
like
like
Oily Greg.
maybe this is just like a Scooby-Doo thing where they're just like, oily Greg haunts this town. Let's use the myth to steal and do shit.
Or maybe it's just a kid being weird.
Maybe it's a really greasy child that broke into your
Yeah.
I'm
cabin.
about to beat up actual
kids.
Eloise Scarlet and then
Yeah.
return her absolutely bullied into the ground to her family. Like, I don't know what happened.
Yes.
I just found her like this.
It's
Weirdest
just
thing.
like, it's crazy. You guys should keep track of your kid. Like, what if she got hit by a car?
She may have.
just,
Look
like-
at her.
What if we just like kept her for the night and locked her in the shower?
Put her in a cage.
Exactly, like the shower. Kids hate it in there. It's like the bath jail.
Go on,
Well-
take a bath.
We'll scrub the Greg out of her.
We will scrub the Greg out of this child.
This is gonna be a Greg-free child when we're done with her. Thank you to Mango, Amanda Krondar, Morgan Wolbrandt, Emily Laderna, Smarties, Charlie Rose, and Adam Carpenter for their continued support of the show. Please support the show at patreon.com/tincast. Remember to tell a friend about This Isn't Normal. Leave a like, a rating, a review, subscribe, comment. Anything you can think of helps us out tremendously, and we would be so grateful. Please tell a friend, use the hashtag Tincast to talk about us on social media, and just as a heads up, this week we are featuring art from the wonderful and talented Mango, who has been with the show for years and has always been a huge supporter. You can go ahead and follow them at twitch.tv/absolutely_mango. Thank you for contributing this wonderful art of Mason and Mango. We will catch you next week. Drink lots of water, take care of yourselves, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.